Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Hey, hi, Philip.
Yeah. Just wait for David. No?
Yeah.
You hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Samit.
Hey.
Hi, David.
Yeah, we are ready. Just go ahead.
Sure. Let me share my screen. Okay, so last time we had covered this entire public management section.
Phần hôm trước là
Today
chúng ta
we'll
nói về phần quản lý public management.
today we'll cover these other sections which we have. So we'll start with this assets management.
Hôm nay
Uh,
sẽ nói về phần asset management.
so in assets management,
Có quay
first we
lại màn
have
hình chưa ta?
Hello, Samit.
yes.
Have you recorded the video?
The recording should be on. Let me just confirm again.
Yeah, check it.
Just a second. Yes, recording is on.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Yeah. So in assets management, first we have this financial management section in which we have deposit management. So whenever in the front end the user makes any deposit, the all the records can be seen in this section. You can see the order ID, the user ID of the user, and then the account information, the currency, the time of deposit, amount, what is the value, and then the transaction ID and the address. So everything can be seen in this section under the deposit management. So this is to show you all the deposits made by the users. And if you
Ok, cái
want,
phần này là cái phần mà tất cả những user mà deposit tiền vào hệ thống thì sẽ được show ở đây.
and this can be exported also in either Excel format or CSV format to download it on your computer. Yes.
Cái này có thể xuất ra file Excel hoặc file CSV.
Yeah. Next, we have withdraw management. This also has all the logs for all the withdrawals that the users are doing on the front end. But in this section, there are two more things. One is we have a small amount exemption section. So in this, what you can do is you can give a limit here. For example, if you give 5,000 USDT, which is the value here, this is a single day exemption limit. And then you also have single exemption limit. This means in a single transaction, what is the limit? For example, 5,000 again. And then total number of transaction exemptions, like how many transactions do you want to exempt? Let's say 10 transactions. And then you can put in your Google Authenticator code in this section and then you submit it. So what this means is any transaction below 5,000 USDT will be directly cleared from the backend. It won't be asking you to review the transaction. For
Ok.
example, if there is any bigger transaction, so once the user initiates a withdrawal, there will be an operation, there will be a section here that comes up under operation. that asks you to approve or reject the transaction. So for
Cái chỗ này là cái chỗ mà mình có thể thiết lập được cái minimum amount, maximum amount, có thể minimum amount, có thể rút tiền mà không cần phải có kiểm tra sau.
you can also see here some are accepted, some are rejected. So it will ask you here if you want to approve or reject a transaction. So what this function does is, now for example, if your system is live, you have a lot of users withdrawing. So you cannot go and approve all the transactions one by one. It will take a lot of time. So what you can do is, if you feel that any transaction below 5,000 USDT is okay to be approved automatically without you manually approving the transaction, so then you just go to this section, set up these rules, and then the transactions below this amount, this single exemption limit, will be automatically approved. You won't have to approve it manually on your own. So this is how
Ok,
this
nếu
function
như
helps.
nếu như mà cái khoản khoản rút tiền nào mà dưới cái số tiền mình set trong này thì mình sẽ không cần phải đồng ý, không cần phải có một cái lệnh đồng ý nữa của bộ phận điều hành. Okay, continue please.
Yeah, so now this has one more function called admin audit amount. So what this means is, if you have created some roles which we discussed before, I'll remind you again. So in public management, there is this staff management in which you have role management. So here you first create a role to add a user, and then you can go to employee allocation and add a user here, right? So once you've added some admin users here who can also log into your backend and control the system. So for these users, you can go to this section, admin audit amount limit, and then to each role that you have defined there, you can give some audit amount. For example,
Okay, yeah,
this particular role can only approve transactions up to a certain amount, like up to 1,000, 2,000, 5,000.
okay,
Above that, only the root admin can approve it.
okay. Chỗ này là để về thiết lập cái số tiền cho từng vị trí quản lý có thể review được hay không. Giả sử như là cấp A, cấp B, cấp C, mỗi cấp từ cấp A review được 1.000, cấp B review được 2.000, cấp C review được 3.000. Mình xét cái hạn mức duyệt lệnh chuyển tiền cho các quản lý. Okay, next one please.
So, okay. And yeah, that's about withdrawal. Then you have gift cryptocurrency. If you want to gift any cryptocurrency to any users on your exchange, you can do through this section. And whatever you gift can be seen in the logs in this section. These are all the logs of the gifting. So what you have to do is you can go to add new. Here, there is this thing called business scenario. So for example, you have two, three different kind of scenarios where you want to gift the currency to the users. One is, let's say there is some promotion you are running and you want to give the cryptocurrency to first 10 signups or something like that. So based on that scenario, you can create scenes here under scene management. So here already we have some scenes. These are test system, but you can create a scene here in this section. And after that, you can give the name, whatever name you want in this scene. So after giving, you can click on add. So add allows you to create this. And after that, you can give any name. After that, when you go to this, you can just select that scenario, whatever you created here, and then select the cryptocurrency that you want to give to the user, and then the amount. So here it says user and amount. So here you can check the UID of the user. For example, UID is 123456. Sorry. And after that, you have to put this colon and then give the amount. For example, 100 USDT, for example. So you put 100 here. This means 100 USDT and click save. So this will allow you to send to this user this much amount like that.
Cái chỗ này là để tặng cái đồng coin cho user, thì nó có mấy phần. Chỗ cái phần mà send management là cái chỗ mà thiết lập cái phương thức để tặng cái bối cảnh, để tặng giả sử như tặng cho new user hoặc tặng cho chiến dịch quảng cáo gì đó. sau khi mà mình thiết lập ở trong cái phần Send Management, phần Business Scenario, là mình thiết lập cái bối cảnh rồi. Thì ở đây mình sẽ chọn, thì ở trong cái phần mà User and Amount mình sẽ phải chọn gõ cái user ID vào đó và dấu 2 chấm cho cái số tiền mình muốn muốn tặng cho cái user. Ok.
Okay.
Wait,
Next
one
is
question.
yes.
Can we send the gift token, gift cryptocurrency to a large amount of user?
To which user? Sorry.
I mean, can we send to a thousand of user at one time?
You mean more than one users, right?
Yes.
So one option is here also you can comma separate it. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100 USDT. Then you put a comma and then you put the other UID. For example, 324214, and then you can give the amount 200, comma. So you can separate by comma and give multiple users here. This is one option. Other option is batch import. So
Okay.
here the steps are mentioned here. You can use that to download a file, download the template, and then add the users and the amount in that template and upload it again. So that way also you can do it.
Okay.
So two different
Ở
options. Yeah.
đây ở đây có một câu hỏi là làm sao để tặng được cho rất là nhiều user một số lượng đồng tiền thưởng. Thì có hai cách, một là làm thủ công giống như bạn gõ vô từng từng cái user ID và số tiền, hay là bấm vô cái chỗ batch import và nhập cái file Excel vào. Ok, let's go. Let's go, brother.
Okay. I'm just checking because some of our functions are test functions. I'm just checking what all are applicable for your system. So this section, withdrawal confirmation, shows you the account or UID which has made a withdrawal, which currency, amount, and then if it was internal or on-chain withdrawal, and then the IP also of the user and the time. So if you want to check the IP from which the withdrawal has been made, can also be checked in this section.
Cái chỗ này là để kiểm tra cái IP và kiểm tra cái confirm khi mà user rút tiền. One question.
Yes.
Is that the the confirmation? I mean, which go over the amount that we already set in the financial management, then we need to confirm here. Is it right?
The confirmation, the withdrawal approval, you mean? Approving a
Yes.
withdrawal?
Yes.
That
Yep.
comes here under operation in this section, withdraw management.
And what's the withdrawal confirmation
So
again?
this is some additional information about the withdrawals that have happened regarding the IP address and the type, on-chain or internal, all these things. So this is just a logs again. The
Ok.
yeah.
Cái chỗ này là để mình có thể kiểm tra cái IP và có thể đóng băng cái địa chỉ IP và có thể set các phương thức chặn khác nhau. Ok, let's go.
Then we have transfer management. In this, we have this transaction tool. In this first step here is this section merchant account recharge. So here you can actually create an account in the front end. That UID will come here. Actually, let me show you how to. So I'm already logged in this system. If I go here, overview. So here you can see this UID 3243686. So this is my
Yes.
UID. You can copy from here as well under UID. You can just click here and you can copy this UID. So this same UID can be entered here in this section.
Okay.
1 second. And then here you can select the cryptocurrency which you want to deposit to this UID. For example, you have USDT, for example. So then from account type, here you cannot select anything. It always shows normal balance. So what it is doing is it is taking the amount you deposit in the front end in this UID, and then it allows you to send this to this account, company recharging account of the administrator. So it's basically transferring money to this account. So this account is in the back end, the recharging account of the administrator. This account is in the front end. So what we want to do is if you want to add USDT, this value, to this particular account, recharging account of administrator. So first you deposit in the front end, then you select that UID here, which has the money. Then you select this from this to this. So then the balance comes to this account. You can put the amount here. For example, 100 you want to transfer. So then uh, click on submit. So this account will come in this recharging account of the administrator. So now this account, recharging account, is in the backend, which has multiple functions. So that you can see here. In the backend, you have different kind of accounts. For example, gift coin account, right? So this is needed if you want to gift cryptocurrency to someone, you need to have money in this account. Or for example, if you want to have some bonus or agent rewards or bonuses. So any kind of things you want to do the transactions, you need to first have money in these individual accounts. So to have money in these accounts first, or if you want to have minor fee, if you want to pay this gas fee or minor fee, first you want to have the money in this account. So then only that will happen. So for all this, you first need the money in this main account, which is the recharging account of the administrator. Only after that it can go to these other accounts. So how this transfer works is you select the cryptocurrency. For example, you deposited USDT there, you select USDT again, then you select from recharge account because this is the account we recharged in this section. And then here you can send to, for example, gas fee account. So you select the minor fee account or the gas fee account, you send the amount, and then you transfer it. So once this is done, the money will go from this account to this particular account. Any questions on this?
Yes, that's can you go to the merchant account recharge? So is it the purpose of this function is to send the money to the company
Recharging
recharge
account.
account?
Yeah,
Okay. And from that
because from
account,
this
then
account, then it can go to any other account here from
okay.
this
So
transfer
though
tool.
the other any account is belong to the users, right?
Which one? Sorry.
I mean, for example, the company Gitcoin account is our
Mhm.
internal account, right?
Yes, this is your internal account. This all.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is the accounts in the backend to manage various things. For example, gift coin account, right? So this is in your backend only. This has nothing to do with the user or the front end. It's only in
Okay.
the
Okay.
backend. Yeah,
Okay.
you can
Cái phần
explain
này là cái
now.
phần đây là cái phần quản lý tài sản nội bộ. Thì bây giờ là mục tiêu của cái phần này là mình transfer cái tiền vào trong các account nhỏ nhỏ, giả sử như account AO hoặc là account tặng quà hoặc là các account gì đó dùng cho mục đích vận hành của sàn. Thì có hai bước, một là mình phải vô trong cái phần mà merchant account recharge để mà chuyển cái tiền từ một user bình thường vào cái tài khoản của công ty, tài khoản của admin công ty. Xong đó mình phải bước thứ hai là qua cái phần merchant internal transfer. Sau đó mình dùng cái account admin của công ty để chuyển vào các account nhỏ 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 để nhằm phục vụ cho việc vận hành của sàn. Go to the next part, please. Merchant internal transfer. Yes. Thì ở chỗ này á, nó sẽ có là cái account chính là account company recharging account of the administration. Thì cái account này sẽ là account chủ, sau đó dùng cái account chủ này mình chuyển tiền ở trong cái account nhỏ nhỏ. Giả sử như là account Bitcoin, account withdraw fee, cái account dùng để vận hành. Okay, let's go, brother.
And all the transactions that you do in these sections can be seen in this transaction history. It shows out of account, in which account it has gone, which is the account type, amount, everything will be recorded in this transaction history.
Rồi, tất cả những cái lịch sử chuyển tiền sẽ được hiện ở phần này. Okay, let's go.
Then we have this fee division, in which you have this spot fee division. This section is just to show you the logs that, for example, when you are doing this trading and everything, in the contract, there is a fee division between our company ChainUp and your own organization. So, whatever is the contract rate, for example, 20%, 30%, that would be configured in this percentage rate automatically in your system. So this section just shows you the split between the your organization and ChainUp, like how much share is being received by ChainUp and how much share is going to your own exchange, like that. So it will just show these logs in this section for the spot trading, like whatever.
And can we change the rate here?
No. This is fixed based on the contract when it was signed between the companies. Before the project started, there was a contract which was signed. So the percentage
Okay,
mentioned in the contract is the one that is configured in the system by default.
okay,
It cannot be changed.
okay. Cái phần để cho chúng ta thấy cái mức phí mà thu từ từng giao dịch và là cái tỷ lệ mà tiền sẽ về cái chain off và tiền sẽ về bên cái đối tác vận hành cái thương hiệu sàn. Chain off là đơn vị cung cấp giải pháp kỹ thuật cho sàn, và là chúng ta là bên mà vận hành theo sàn theo cái thương hiệu của mình. Thì ở trong phần này mình không điều chỉnh được, mà nó sẽ ghi trên hợp đồng, mà chỉ thể hiện ở đây cái tỷ lệ phần trăm thôi. Continue please.
So same is for this. This is P2P trading. And then can you also check with David if he wants to set up this P2P trading as well, or only spot and futures?
Yeah. This one you need to ask him later whether
Okay.
he gonna start immediately or later.
Okay, sure. So if you do P2P trading, then the same records will come here, like we discussed for spot, and same is for all the withdrawals that happen whenever the fee is charged by the platform. That fee is split between ChainUp and the company, so that records will come here in this section.
Ok, nếu mà chúng ta mở luôn cái phần B2B division, non withdrawal division này, thì nó sẽ set up khoản phí và sẽ thể hiện ở trong những cái trang này, tương tự như phần spot division.
Okay. Then we have this fee pooling section. What it's doing is that it allows you to collect the fee that you have obtained in the system from multiple users from multiple accounts to one common account. So what you can do is you can click on this fee collection settings. You can set up the fee collection account. Now this account can be same as your this front end user account which you maintain for these transactions, and then you click on next. This is my test system, so I cannot proceed here, but I'll just explain you what will happen here is it's very self-explanatory. So when you click in fee pooling, you click on fee collection, you configure your UID, you click on next, then it will ask you for from what all different accounts do you want to pool the fees in your one particular account. So you can select those accounts there and click next, and that's all. So every day at a same time, you can see here, right? Around 6 a.m. it runs every day, and then this transfer happens, and like for example, this test in a test system, this is configured for the spot trading fee collection. But in this settings, when you configure, you can select other scenarios also for which you want this collection to happen. So then there will be a log for each type separately. So for spot, it will be separate log. For other types, it will be separate log here, and it will run every single day like that.
Ok, cái chỗ này là để mà set up cái account và thu các khoản phí giao dịch của sàn về cái account đó. Và trong cái phần mà fee collection setting á, mình sẽ đặt cái user ID của cái account đó vào trong cái phần fee collection setting và thiết lập ở trong đó. Còn ngoài này sẽ thể hiện ra từng cái khoản giao dịch mình sẽ thu phí bao nhiêu và nó ghi về tài khoản nào, thời gian nào. Okay, let's go. Order.
Okay, that's all in this fee management, asset management, sorry. Then we have user management section. In this is the user records here. For example, if you see here, this is my email ID, which is not visible here, but you can see my user ID. So I copy this. If you want to see details about this user, I can just go here and search. And then this shows up, and this shows my full email, which was masked there. And then register time, IP address, everything, and login status. So this shows these logs. And if you want to see more details on this user, you can click on view details. So in view details, it shows you a lot of information around the basic information, like the email, UID, if I have certification, if I'm KYC verified or not, it shows certified, the nationality, uh, and then a lot of other things. And here there are some operations. For example, if you want to freeze the transactions for this user, you can click on freeze transaction. So it will be that this user cannot perform any transactions after that. Or you can also, let's say, delete the GA for the user. If the user has linked the GA account and asks you to delete it, you can do it here. If the user's OTC orders are locked, you can unlock it here. If the withdrawal is restricted, you can restrict the withdrawals here, unrestrict also. So all these things, freezing the assets can also be done here. So all these things can be done in these operations for this user. And then you can also see a lot of other information. For example, spot account of the user. What is the profit and loss? What is the balance? What are the order history in spot? All these things. Then you have isolated leverage accounts, cross leverage. So all these different accounts under the user, you can go and check here later once you're live, that all these details will be captured in each of these accounts here. And here also you can see if the user has done any top up, user has made any withdraw, user has KYC information. This information can be seen here. So all these things can be seen in this section as well. So for each user, we maintain all these records at a great depth. Yes.
Ok, đây là phần quản lý về user. Ở trong cái trang đầu chúng ta có phần thông tin cơ bản của user, gồm có một loạt các thông tin, nhưng mà có một phần quan trọng là phần operation. Ở trong đó sẽ có những cái hạng mục, những cái khoản tiền mà chúng ta đóng băng của nó, hoặc là tổng số tiền mà họ withdraw và đóng băng. Ngoài ra là mình sẽ có thêm một phần là những cái tác vụ có thể hành động với account này, giả sử như là lock account này hoặc là đóng băng cái phần nào đó trong account này. Và là đây là trang basic, trang thông tin cơ bản. Chúng ta có trang về spot, có trang về spot account, những cái trang của từng account nhỏ trong một cái user. Có leverage account, có cross leverage, có tài khoản future, tài khoản robot tự trade, tài khoản fiat, có những cái tài khoản khác ở trong này, và đều có một cái những cái hoạt động vận hành riêng cho từng tài khoản. Phía dưới thì chúng ta sẽ có cái lịch sử nạp tiền vào, rút tiền ra, cái khoản tiền nạp vào, địa chỉ khoản tiền nạp vào, cái KYC, có passkey và có các thông tin khác của một cái user. Okay, let's go.
Then we have this deposit address query. So in this again, let's see. So you can search for any user by either UID or their phone number or their email. And you can put the UID here and search. So if the user has made any deposits or something, the addresses can be seen here. For example, for this UID, the BTC address is this one. For this same UID, ETH address is this one. If you want to check any of these addresses, it can be checked in this section for each of this cryptocurrency.
Well, what does it mean with query?
Sorry?
What does it mean with query? Does it address query? Does it mean those address is already deposited in this account?
So if
Or
the
is
user
wait,
has no, if the user has used any particular address either for deposit, withdrawal, anything that gets recorded here as well. So because like for example, our platform has hundreds of currencies, but let's say this UID has only interacted with these 4 currencies. So these are the address that were used in the past. So they are all recorded here in this section if you want to refer them for some purposes.
Okay. So đây là cái trang mà để show ra tất cả các địa chỉ ví có nạp tiền vào cái tài khoản user này. So this is just only for showing information, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
No action here. Okay.
No action here. Yes.
Mình không có làm cái thì chỉ cung cấp thông tin thôi. Next one, please.
This again is if you want to directly create any user account from the backend instead of the user going to the front end and creating it for themselves. That can be done here, but generally the front end is the easier way to create an account. But this is just a
Okay.
provision if you want to create from backend. Yeah.
Phần này để phía backend có thể tự tạo user. Next one.
This-
Oh, what happened with this one?
So again, some functions are only for a test system, so I'm just trying to figure out which ones are not.
Trong phần added.
So then there is this deleted user section. This is actually the translation issue here because it was translated from Chinese. So what it means is user deactivation. So here, if you want to go and deactivate any user, you can deactivate, from the front end, if the user has deactivated their account, then the logs can be seen in this section here. And then in case the user wants you to restore their account, you can just go to this section, click on restore. So this allows you to restore any user account that has been deactivated. It's not deleted, it's deactivated.
But where to deactivate user?
So in the front end, if this is my account, um, okay.
Tells me that user has the function of deactive.
Yes, there is a way for user
Okay.
to deactivate their account. Just checking the
Okay.
steps here.
So I got it. I got it. So back to the
Okay,
backend,
yeah,
please.
yeah. So then
Có
it
nghĩa
shows here in this section.
có nghĩa là user sẽ có một cái tính năng là tự deactivate cái account của họ và họ sẽ nhờ mình để mở được cái account đó. Mình sẽ vào cái chỗ này để mình mở lại cái account đó, giúp cho user. Okay, continue please.
Second. Next, we have this person certification. This section means the KYC section.
Okay,
This
đây là
person
phần
certification,
KYC.
yeah, it's the KYC. So this first is the system certification. So by default, right now in your system, you have not integrated any other KYC partner. So it is
Okay,
currently using your system KYC. So in that, what happens is if you go to your own website and then apply for verification, it will ask you for some information which is based on our internal or system KYC. And once you submit that, that request will come in this section, system certification. And it shows like this, that this person has submitted this KYC request and it is unreviewed right now. So you can click here and you can see the details, you can see their ID, whatever they've uploaded, and then you can click on this audit passed. So once, if you click on audit passed, then this means that you have accepted the KYC of the user and you have reviewed it. So user is verified after that. So this is the system KYC basically, this one.
đây là phần system KYC, nghĩa là mình chưa có liên kết với một cái đơn vị KYC thứ ba. Do đó mình đang sử dụng hệ thống KYC của sàn. Và khi mà user bắt đầu cái quá trình KYC ở ngoài cái sàn chủ thì các thông tin sẽ đi vào đây và nó sẽ đi vào cái phần mà verification status, chỗ đó có phần unreview hoặc là review, cái là đã approve rồi hoặc chưa approve, nếu vào đó để xem thông tin để vào approve. Okay, let's go.
So, but this KYC is only for you to test the system. For example, in our front end, a lot of operations require the user to be KYC verified before they can perform some operations. For example, if you want to do P2P trading or if you want to make a deposit or a withdrawal, you need to be KYC verified. So right now, because you have not integrated any partner, but you still want to test the system, that is why this is created so that you can at least verify yourself and then perform those operations in the front end to test the system. But once you go live, we strongly recommend for you to find a KYC partner. Generally, SumSub is the partner that most of our clients go for. They integrate with
Okay.
SumSub, and our system already
Okay.
has that integration here. So if you see this applicant levels here,
Okay.
you go to settings, and there is this SumSub verification. It's already there. So here you can just input your app token and secret key, which you obtain from SumSub after you have set up the things in their platform. You just add this token and secret key here, enter your GA code and confirm. So your SumSub will be integrated to the backend after that. So here,
Okay.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
let me translate với.
sure, sure, sure.
Ờ, nó recommend mình là phải tốt nhất là nên thuê một đơn vị thứ ba sử dụng KYC cho cái sàn, còn cái hệ thống KYC nội bộ để phục vụ để mà training và các thử và training cái người vận hành cái sàn thôi. Còn khi mà hoạt động chính thức thì nó đề nghị là nên thuê đơn vị thứ ba. Và trong cái phần applicant level số setting á là phần để mà có những cái trường thông tin ở liên kết với lại đơn vị thứ ba để phục vụ cho KYC. Okay, let's go, man.
So after you have configured the KYC, this section allows you to configure some settings for a verified user versus an unverified user. So what this means is, what you declare here is that if a person is verified, what all rights do you want to give to that verified user? And if a person is unverified, what rights should the unverified user have? For example, if I go on modify here, it shows deposit. If you say disable deposit, this means for an unverified user, you do not want them to deposit.
Lovely.
If you enable deposit here, this means for an unverified user, you are allowing them to still deposit in your system like that. And then same is
Okay.
for withdrawal amount. You can configure here that if a user is unverified, how much amount you want to allow them to withdraw. And if a user is verified, you can do the same settings here again for a verified user. How much withdrawal, enable deposit, all these things.
Ok, cái phần này để mà mình có thể thiết lập các hành động cụ thể cho từng cấp độ verify của user. Giả sử user chưa có verify căn cước công dân thì mình có thể không cho được tiền hoặc là không có cho nạp tiền vào hoặc là một hành động nào đó. Ok, let's go.
Okay, so after this, and this is SumSub certification. So once the SumSub is integrated, whenever a new user applies for a KYC in the front end with the SumSub, there will be a log generated here that shows you the status from SumSub. Like it shows pending. Once SumSub passes the KYC, then it will show passed. So these signals are retrieved from the SumSub platform directly and are integrated to our system. So once the request is generated in the front end, like if I apply for KYC, then it will show pending because this means the request has gone to SumSub. And once it is approved, it will show passed.
So some subs is the name of the third party KYC, right?
Yes, yes, yes. This is the name of the third
Okay.
party, which is very convenient for KYC. It's very popular and very convenient if you want to configure for KYC. But if you want to
Okay.
use some other partner, then if you have another partner, then we need to evaluate the cost of integrating that partner to our system because by default we only have the provision for SumSub. If it's a new
Okay.
partner, then we'll have to work on the integration because by default it's not straightforward to integrate. So then our product team will evaluate the integration cost and the time and everything and then let you know. So that is the steps for
Okay.
some other third party other than SumSub. Yes.
Ok, Sum Sub là cái đơn vị mà cung cấp dịch vụ KYC bên thứ ba của cái phần này. Và hiện nay nó chỉ đang hệ thống của nó đang hỗ trợ rất tốt cho Sum Sub. Nếu mình muốn có một cái đơn vị khác ngoài Sum Sub thì mình sẽ phải thảo luận với nó để xem là cái thời gian integrate với lại cái chi phí này có phát sinh hay không khi mình sử dụng bên thứ ba đó. Và cái trang này là cái trang mà thể hiện ra những cái user đã được pass review KYC hoặc là chưa pass review KYC của cái đơn vị thứ ba ở trên sàn. Okay, let's go, man.
So now, similar to this person certification, we also have this enterprise certification. Everything is similar in this. The only difference is this is for KYC, this is for KYB, know your business. So this is for
Ok,
enterprise or business, this is for person. So that's the only difference, but the settings are all same.
đây là cái phần mà nói về việc KYC một cái đối tác là doanh nghiệp nhưng mà làm sao phân sàn. Thay vì ở trên cá nhân thế là KYC, ở đây là KYB, mình cũng có những cái thông tin mà các bước tương tự giống như là personal. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Then we have this tag management. In this, there is a option called tag list. Okay, so here what it allows to do is if you want to create a group of users and send them an email or a push notification in the app, that can be done through this section. How this works is, for example, you want to create a group of users, you can go to add frequently used tags. In this, we have a lot of options. For example, you want to create a group of users who have registered with you in the last 7 days, or you can change the days here, last 5 days, for example. So once you click add, you can see a new tag is created that says recent 5 days registered users, which we just created, right? So this is how this is created. And then later, for these users who have registered in the last 5 days, you can select this and then you can send a
Okay,
group email. So then in the email,
okay,
you can give our content here and everything in the language here, and then send an email to them. For example, if you're running a promotion, you can send to these users that, okay, if you do the futures trading in the 5 days, we give you this promotion, something like that. So you can just send them an email through this section.
ok. Đây là cái phần mà mình có thể các nhóm user lại với nhau. Giả sử như là mình nhóm cái nhóm user nào mà đã từng login trong vòng 5 ngày vừa qua, hoặc là mình có các điều kiện khác để nhóm các nhóm user lại với nhau với một mục đích là quà chung, hoặc mình thông báo chung, hoặc gửi email chung. Thì trong phần add frequently used task, mình có thể, hoặc là add custom task, mình có thể điều chỉnh cái nhóm user, rồi sau đó nó sẽ hiện lên ngoài này. Sau đó là mình sẽ chọn cái nhóm user nào mình muốn làm cái hành động gì đó, gửi email cả nhóm, hoặc là gửi notify cả nhóm chẳng hạn. Ok, let's go.
The other option is if you want to create your own tags, sorry, own set of users. For example, this is based on certain conditions. But if let's say you have a group of traders that you onboarded yourself, right? So that cannot be selected from this list because it's your own group of traders. What you can do is create custom tags. You can give the name, for example, private traders, for example, right? And then here you can just give any notes about the tags like uh, group of traders, for example. Any notes for your reference can be given here and then save. So now this is created here, but now this doesn't have any user for now. It shows 0 users. So here, what can be done now is you click on add user and then here it shows user list. So here you can enter this list separated by a comma. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one trader, comma. Then you can put this is second trader, this is third trader. Like this, you can put multiple traders here and then you can click on save. So right now it shows wrong UID because I have put on my own. But if I choose any valid UID, for example, I choose this UID again. Copy this valid UID. I put this here and save. It shows one user now, like this. So now, once you have added the user, now if you want to send an email to these group of users, then you click here and click on send email. So it's like your own custom group of users. This one
Ok,
is this one is based on a condition. That's the only difference.
ok. Đây là nãy giờ hướng dẫn cái cách mà để tạo ra cái nhóm user riêng biệt, nhóm user mới, bằng cách là tạo thủ công, hoặc là bỏ từng cái user ID vào trong đó, để tạo ra cái nhóm user mới mà ngoài những cái trường thông tin mà người ta cho sẵn. Ok, let's
Hmm.
go.
Okay, so yeah, after that we have statistical statement section. So in this, uh, this section just contains a lot of statistics regarding our operations of the exchange. As you can see, we have some overview here. We have some register statistics, like if on this particular day, how many registrations were there, how many users registered using a mobile phone, how many users registered using an email, how many have set one password, and all these things. Then we have login statistics on what time, how many users, on what date, sorry, how many users logged in, how many users completed a recharge, all these things. So this way we have different deposit statistics, withdrawal, user transaction stats at a user level. So a lot of things here. So this, once you are live, you can start going through this statistics based on your requirement. And then if you have any questions, if you don't understand anything, then let me know and I can explain you after that.
Okay,
Similarly, we have these financial statements, profit and loss, cash flow, everything, assets and liabilities. So you can go through this when you have time, and if you have any questions, you can let me know on all of this.
ok. Cái phần này là phần về các thông số của sàn, bao gồm có rất là nhiều thông số khác nhau. Cái phần overview này là cái chung chung nhất, sau đó là cái phần mà các user đăng ký, user login, user deposit, số lượng thống kê về rút tiền, thống kê về các giao dịch, số lượng các cặp giao dịch, số lượng số lượng giao dịch và các tài sản trên sàn. Thì đó là bên đó họ nói là mình sẽ nghiên cứu kỹ cái này, ở chỗ nào không hiểu thì sẽ hỏi lại. Còn lại, but Further,
Yeah.
hello.
Yes.
But can we add in some kind of statistic, or can
Uh,
we rearrange this one?
no, unfortunately, nothing can be changed in this because it's like a fixed thing which the team has created and the logs populate every day. If you have a request for adding something new, then you can send it to us, and then the team can evaluate and let you know in how much time it can be done and all those things. But by default, nothing can be added or changed in this.
Ok, trong cái trang statistic này nó là mặt bằng, nó là thông tin chung rồi, mình không thể nào mà thêm cái trường thông tin khác được. Nếu mình muốn có trường thông tin khác, của thống kê khác á, thì mình phải yêu cầu nó và sẽ cung cấp một cái thời gian hoàn thành với lại là cái chi phí hoàn thành. Ok, let's go.
Hmm. Okay. After that, we have so this is where we have a futures system also. But for now, in this training, we'll only cover the spot trading. This is the last section. Okay. So in this, we have this basic configuration where you have to configure the cryptocurrency first. So in this, so these are all the spot cryptocurrencies which we are configuring here. Yeah, so you can see these tokens are already there. So what you can do in first is there is this option called initialize currency. By default, you won't see anything in this section in your system. Once you configure initialize currency, what it does is from our own master backend, whatever currencies are there and whatever the status is there for those currencies, it fetches all those information. It fetches all this information and displays here and initializes for you on your own. Because if you do not do this, then the other option is you go to add and add one by one whatever currencies you want. But because there are a lot of currencies and a lot of them are the popular ones, and let's say you're fine having these, so you can just click on initialize and add all of them from the master backend. And then if you do not like anything, you can just close all these buttons for that currency. For example, you do not want this one and it shows you enabled. So you can just click on this and disable this and save it. So that's how you can do it. So it's still better than adding one by one from this section.
Question.
Uh,
Hello. I have one question. Hello.
yes.
So if there's a cryptocurrency that your master bank doesn't have, so what do I
Mm.
need to do?
So there are two ways. One is if you go to this add section, uh, Okay, sorry, not this. Second. I think they've changed some option there. There used to be an option here which I can't see anymore. I think they have made some changes. I'll check with the team if that option has been discarded or not. But for now, let's say that option is not there. So what you can do is you can send a message on the group that you want to list this particular currency. Then our team, if I'm available that time, then I will share it. Or if it's outside the office hours, the customer support team will share a form with you. In that form, there are some columns that you have to fill about that currency, like the contract address and the symbol and everything. After that, the team will evaluate that if our system can support it or not. And if the evaluation is passed, then they will add that currency for you free of cost in that way. So, but that all depends. When you want to add a currency, you just reach out to us. Then our team will evaluate and let you know what's the best possible way to get that added.
Does it mean that we cannot do it by ourselves, right?
Yeah, you have to always check with us if you want to add something new.
Ok. Ở đây là danh sách các token, các giao dịch ở trên sàn, ở trong ngân hàng của nó, muốn xài cái nào thì mở cái đó lên thôi. Và là nếu mà mình cần list một cái đồng mới lên thì mình sẽ phải fill điền form và nhờ cái team kỹ thuật của nó làm, mình không có thể nào mà tự add cái đồng mới lên được. Mình điền form và mình thông tin cho nó cái đồng mới, xong rồi nó sẽ kiểm tra trỏ tích tương thích với lại sàn trước khi mà nó sẽ cung cấp cho mình cái thời gian là cái điều kiện cần để tích hợp cái token lên sàn. Ok, let's go.
In general, just as a reference point, if you find some currency that is not in our system, but you can find it on Binance or OKX, then there is a very high chance that we can definitely support it for you. Like the chances of supporting such currencies are higher than some other random currency that you find online, which is not even on major exchanges like Binance or OKX. So that is one
Ok,
reference point you can keep in mind. Yeah. So if there is something on Binance or OKX, it's very high chance that we can definitely support it for you, but still that needs to be checked by the team first before we can approve it for you.
ok.
Yeah.
Đó là những cái token nào mà trên Binance có, với lại OKX có là khả năng được việc lên sàn này rất cao, rất là dễ tích hợp. So I just wonder about those new token, new listing, new IEO.
Yeah. Sorry, what's that about new token?
Yeah. I mean that there's a new token, a new project want to list in only our exchange.
Hmm. So then in that
So
case, you need to have at least a contract address for that token and then
okay,
your own liquidity for that token. If that is there, then we
okay,
can support it. Yes. But you need to have the liquidity for the token.
okay, I got you. Nếu như mình muốn list một cái token mới, một dự án mới thì là mình phải có một cái contract của nó và sẽ cần có thanh khoản cho cái token đó thì nó sẽ thường nó sẽ duyệt cái đó. Continue please.
Okay, so after you have added the currency here you have to define the crypto pairs for those currencies. You can do here. So again, you can do initialize pairs. They will again initialize the common pairs for you. But then if you want to add some pair on your own, which is not already here, in that case, you can just go to add and keep filling this information. You can click on new pair in this section. And after you click on new pair, you can click which pair, sorry, new pair here, and then keep selecting this, select the currency here. And after that, when you go to next, for example, you select this, go to next, you have to select the base currency as well here. You click on base currency, you select all these details here. And after that, you confirm this and you go to the next section like that. Once you complete all that information, that pair will be added here like this.
Đây là cái nơi mình thiết kế các cặp giao dịch, trong đó mình sẽ có phần initialize cái cặp giao dịch ở trong cái phần cái nút bên tay phải. Thì khi mà bấm vào cái nút đó mình sẽ có phần cái phần sử dụng token rồi chọn cái token mình muốn thiết lập cái cặp và chọn cái token mình sẽ thanh khoản nó. Giả sử như là BNB USDT thì nghĩa là BNB là cái token muốn giao dịch, và USDT là cái token cơ bản muốn giao dịch, thì mình chọn cái cặp đó trong phần initialize hay ở bên nút bên phải. Khi chọn cái đó rồi, tôi thiết lập bên đó rồi sẽ hiện ra trong cái danh sách phía dưới, là mình sẽ có thể là chọn các hành động như là show nó ra ngoài, hoặc là mở giao dịch cho nó, hoặc là hoặc ờ, là một vài cái hành động ví dụ như enable product.
Hmm. Yes.
What's in whether to enable grid.
Oh, this is for grid trading. But if you don't have grid trading, then you need not be worried about this.
Rồi đó là cái phần grid trading. Mình có muốn mở nó giao dịch hay không? Ok. Continue please.
Okay, so and then obviously before adding here, the tokens you want in this pair section should already exist in this section. So that's why always the first step is to get the token added in this section first in the cryptocurrency. Then only it can be added as a pair.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, then we have the trading fee. Here you can define the maker and taker fee for each of the pairs. By default, again, you will see some values which are already there for you, initiated for you. But if you want to change any value of this maker or taker fee for any of these pairs, you can always go to edit and change those values in this section.
Ok. Đây là phần thiết lập cái trading fee cho cái sàn, và mình có thể điều chỉnh trading fee cho từng cái cặp trading riêng biệt khác nhau. Và đây là cái trên màn hình, đó là cái trading fee chuẩn của sàn có thể sử dụng hoặc không. Let's go.
Next section we have is this fee discount section. So here you can provide some discount to certain users if you want. For example, if you have certain traders of your own that you want to give some discounts, you can go to this add section. You can give the trader's user ID here. You can give the discount rate here. Maximum, I think 70% discount can be provided. So you can give the discount rate here. And then, so here you can put till what date that discount is valid. And then you can click save. So you can see here, discount rate will show like this. Like if you want to give 30% discount, all those things. But you cannot give full 100% discount to these users. 100% discount can only be given to the account that you're using for your own currency. Like you asked me if you have your own currency. If yes, then what we do is first you have to reach out to us and ask us to make that one UID as a market making account. So once we make that account as a market making account, then when you go to add in this section, once you enter the UID, uh, you would have already reached out to us to make your account as a market making account. So then this option will be shown to you as you can select yes here. And once you select yes here, then you can give full 100% discount to your only market making account for your own native currency. It is this 100% discount is not valid for all the currencies. Otherwise, the our company will have to bear the loss for your free transactions. So that is why it's only for the market making account, not for all the currencies. And your market making account can only support your native currencies basically.
Ok, trong cái phần mà fee discount là phần giảm giá phí giao dịch, thì trong này mình có thể thiết lập giảm giá cho từng cái đối tác, từng cái user ID của mình, và là cái mức giảm giá tối đa là 70% cái giao dịch. Còn đối với lại những account nào muốn giảm giá 100% luôn, thì đó là những cái account mà market making của cái đồng tiền nội bộ của mình. Thì ở đây mình có thể thiết lập ở cái phần mà setup cái account market making ở bên góc bên phải, và là chỉ có những cái đồng tiền native, đồng tiền của sàn và đồng tiền của cái dự án, một cái dự án của sàn thôi, thì mới được thiết lập 100%, không lấy phí giao dịch. One question, product.
Yeah.
For example, a new token listing, if that's the first time IEO, can we set a 100% discount?
For your own native tokens, yes. But only thing you need to do is just give me the UID first and ask me to configure that UID as a market making account for you.
Ok, chỉ có trong cái sàn mình cái USD của sàn mình thì mới có thể được giảm 100%, còn lại các dự án khác thì mình không được giảm. Ok, let's go.
Okay. So again, like for example, you have your own currency and you want to promote that currency on your platform. So in this section, you can open the token as yes, select your own currency, give a discount rate here so that for this token, then service charge of you can see on the platform will be with this discounted rate. So what you are ideally doing is promoting your own token at a discounted rate compared to other tokens so that the users use more of that native token and that helps you get liquidity for your token as well. And in the front end, there is this section. One second. Platform currency. So the same currency you configure there, you can click on enable here, and then that currency you configure here is automatically enabled. And then whenever users trade in that currency, they will get this much discount as well, whatever you configure here. So this is how you can
Đây là
promote
phần
your own native currency.
đây là phần cái token của sàn. Mình thiết lập cái token của sàn, thiết lập cái phí discount của token của sàn ở trên chỗ này. Để quảng cáo để promote cái token của sàn lên. Go ahead, Summer.
Next, we have this withdraw fee. Um, in this is where you can configure the withdrawal fee amount. So anytime a user withdraws, right? So there will be obviously a gas fee that the user has to pay on chain as well. So here, one option is that you manually configure a withdrawal fee. For example, you see that for this particular currency, generally users have to pay around 5 USDT or something, for example. And you also want, that is the gas fee. Now you also want some profits for your own exchange. So let's say you configure 6 USDT. So every time that withdrawal happens, 5 is paid to the chain, 1 USDT is your profit, something like that. So you can give your own withdrawal fee here. But because we have a lot of currencies and you're not sure like what withdrawal fee to give to every currency, you can also use something that is called as a smart fee configuration. So here you can see for each currency, there is an option to enable the smart adjustment. You can either enable it like this, or you can disable it. And then once you click on smart fee configuration, it shows you what is the configuration here. So what it does is, in real time, this particular fee function takes the gas fee or the miner fee of the particular currency from online on-chain statistics and sees what is the current gas fee going on. And then you can give a multiplier here. For example, 1.1 you give here. So if the fees on-chain is, let's say, 5 USDT, this will charge the user 1.1 times of 5 USDT, which is
Okay.
5.5. So you will get the 10% profit from that.
Okay.
It's up to you whatever you want to give here, but the only thing is this is applicable across all of them. So wherever this is enabled, this thing, this is on, you can see here it's on. Everywhere it takes the online rate and then applies that multiplier and then gives the final value to the user that will be charged on chain.
Ok, đây là cái phần mà thiết lập cái phí rút tiền. Thì đó là ngoài cái phí hoạt động rút tiền, mình có thiết lập cái phí riêng cho sàn. Cái phí on-chain là một phần mình có thể bấm vào chỗ Smart Fee Configuration để mình điền cái tỷ lệ phần, giả sử như là cái phí mặc định là $5 thì mình có thể điền 1.1 vào. Lúc đó là cái phí mà user phải trả là 5 nhân cho 1.1, tức là cái phần 1.1 đó là cái phần lời riêng của sàn này, ngoài cái là cái phí chung. Okay, let's go.
The last thing is like order this order management section. So this has the record for your orders that have been executed in the spot trading, and also this is the transaction records. This is the order list. This is the transaction list. So this is at a transaction ID level. This is at an order ID level. So these are again the statistics which you can see. This shows the order status, cancelled, completed the trading, 100% filled. All these things will be shown here. This also has some statistics, which let me see if I have some test data. Yeah, like this. So it shows the buyer merchant ID, seller merchant ID, buyer UID, seller UID, which pair, buy order ID, sell order ID, all these things it shows in this transaction records. I think that's all in the spot trading. Next time we will cover this futures trading, which is a separate section. It has a separate backend as well. So we will cover that next time. And
Okay.
then there is one more section, value-added services. For this section,
Uh-huh.
again, there will be a separate training which will be conducted by the operations team. Before
Okay.
that trading, I will be asking you the screenshot of this section here on the left side, just to see what all functions have been purchased by you. And the team will be covering only those sections for you. Like these are all the sections in a test system, but in your system, there will be very limited sections that have been purchased by you. So once we ask that screenshot from you, the team will be taking that session separately. After that, you can configure these things also in the value-added services. So that will be a separate section, separate session again. So two trainings are left. One is value-added services. One is the uh, futures trading.
Ok, đó là cái phần mà về spot trading. Hôm nay mình kết thúc ở phần spot trading. Sau đó sẽ có hai phần training nữa, đó là phần training về futures trading và phần training về value added training. Rồi, can you click to the value added service? Có đó. Yeah, value added service. Trong cái phần này thì là những cái tính năng mà mình mua thêm thì trước khi training thì nó sẽ cần mình chụp cái màn hình xem là mình đã mua những cái tính năng gì trong cái phần value added này để nó chọn cái đội vận hành để mà training cái phần này cho mình. Thì trong đó nó sẽ có rất nhiều, giả sử như là tính năng về broker, tính năng về referral, tính năng về loan, tính năng về chia lãi dividend, tính năng về saving. Nó tùy thuộc vào cái chức năng mình đã mua trong hợp đồng để mình có thể để nó training cho mình. Ok, brother. Thank you.
Nó có hợp
Okay.
đồng mà.
Hey, Samit. Hello.
Yes.
David said that you have the contract, right? And you know what caps valid added service that we already purchased.
Yes. So they have already been added in your system, but because our team doesn't have that contract, so it's always easier that you send us the screenshot. But whatever you see in this section in your system is based on the contract only. So they have been added based on the contract. So just send us a screenshot later for our operations team.
Nó nói là nó có, nhưng mà cái phần đó sẽ phải nên bỏ một cái team vận hành khác, và cái team đó nó không có, rồi nó sẽ nhờ mình chụp cái gì được ép vào trong cái của mình đó để nó biết là tính năng ở training. Let's go ahead, brother.
That's all.
So
That's
that's
all
all
for
for
this
today.
session. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Done, David.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, have a good day. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.